memories. Glitter.
Remember when he was coming down, like the world kind of changed? The camera did this weird thing. Yeah, that. That right there.
Yeah. It's almost like a warping or something.
Dang.
So
See the dread on his face. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Syntell with Intel, and I'm here with the beautiful Michael Claire. You see that, right? Hey, thank you so much for participating in the poll, because that is why we're doing Severance. It was high on the list. We're getting ready to do episode 1. Let's get started.
Thanks, Apple.
Yeah, that part. Oh, I missed it.
You gotta be on it. I'll be on it.
Who are you?
I'm Michael
Syntell.
Claire.
Dang, she sprawled out on the table.
It's
What
a
kind of
beautiful
party
table.
were they going out to?
It's a beautiful table.
I like the colors.
Who are you, though?
Who are you?
All the earth tones.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. The shot, the angle, everything. Stretch them calves.
Dang.
Rough night?
The hell kind of company party were they having?
Hello?
I don't know what I'd do if I woke up to that.
You just wake up to an intercom at your job.
Wait, on a table, though.
Right? We're just assuming it's your job.
Padded room, too, looks like.
Hi there. You on the table? I wonder if you'd mind taking a brief survey.
Heck yeah, mine.
Who is that?
5 questions. Now, I know you're sleepy, but I just...
She was like, what the hell?
What the deuce? Is it unconscious? Is it subconscious?
You think she's hallucinating all this? But they showed the speaker. Yeah.
But
No, you were right. It is a padded room.
yeah, that
a
looks
bit.
like a padded room.
Open the door!
Oh, that's never good.
Is that symbolism that it's padded?
Wow.
Is she crazy?
I'd be just thrilled to chat
Maybe a little
once
bit.
we've run the survey.
She is not trying to hear none of that.
Not if you're locked in a room.
Let me out of here.
I like that feeling of disorientation.
Do you?
Camera centered in the
Hey!
table.
You
That's
like
pretty
that
good.
feeling?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Open the door!
It's jarring. You don't know where you are.
That's the thing. It's jarring. All the primary colors are really interesting, like you said. Well, that's not green. It's not primary, but you know what I mean. The bright colors.
Yeah. Earth tones.
Earth tones.
Yo, I love how the box is just sitting there, chilling. Like, are you finished?
It's funny because her head is like way over the. Oh.
5 questions.
5 questions.
What do I get at the end?
Pat on the back.
Depends on your answers.
Yo, I love how the speaker looks like it's sitting in the chair too.
That
right?
is dope. I never saw that.
Now, to start, who are you?
That's the first question.
First name will do.
The colors are great. Like that pop in her blue eyes, the red hair, the blue dress.
I told you it's like kind of like primary. Some of them.
The color of your mother's eyes.
Brown. I just guessed. I don't know.
That's crazy. You don't even remember the color of your mama's eyes? That's nuts. That's jacked up.
If you don't remember your name, that's a little more.
Unknown.
So she does know something.
What the hell did you do to me?
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh. That's jarring.
Right? Whoa, Mr. Anderson.
That's a perfect score.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah.
Huh. They're laughing.
That sounds like tears to me.
Oh, well, there you go.
Goodness.
Damn, when you breaking down in a car by yourself, it's something bad. He must have got fired.
Probably. Pull yourself together, man.
Right?
I don't know. It's the
Dude
first
look
thing,
disheveled.
first thing
Yeah.
that came out. I really am sympathetic.
What's that say? Oh, I missed the name.
Oh, it's a badge of some sort. It looks like a work badge.
Yeah, he at work. Damn, your job must really suck if you have to break down and cry in the car before you go
It
in.
might be lunch break, and even then it sucks.
Crying during a lunch break? That's terrible. Just quit, man. Let it go. Wow.
Look at all those cars.
It looks boring.
Because of the parking lot?
Well, nothing's going on. You don't see anybody moving. Nothing's moving. Like, it's just there. It's just... And the music ain't helping.
No, the music is horrible, but I mean, I was like, you could tell that there's no fun being had.
It's the same carpet as was in the room.
Yes, it is.
Look how drab the colors are. Same carpet.
Would you want that
The
job?
sea? No. I gotta have more color than what's just on the carpet.
You get to look outside all day.
Nobody's talking. Just busy as it be. Who is that? Is that like Stalin or something?
I don't know who that is. He's the only one with a jacket on. Severed access.
Serio?
SVR''D. So I assumed it was severed access.
There's a lot of like that same tone of green everywhere.
And gray. Like the walls. And then most of the furniture is green. What does that symbolize?
You see that bright blue again. Just like it's the same color as old girl's dress.
What does that symbolize? What's he putting in there? What on earth?
Swapping out watches. I never heard the term duck boots.
Yeah, they're duck boots. Oh. You never heard duck boots? Oh.
He swapped out his duck boots for a nice pair of black leather and swapped out
A
name
watch?
tag?
And a watch?
Okay.
Mr. Scout.
9:04, you late. What time are you supposed to be there? 9 o'clock?
I just see that blue popping as that tag.
And the green.
The green, right? That blue and that green are just like two very important things.
It still looks miserable.
Whoa.
He's got a hair dye. What is
Whoa.
happening there?
He got
Did he go
straightened
to
out
sleep?
though. Yeah, that's crazy. It's like the camera straightened him out a little
Did
bit.
he go to sleep? The blue and green.
There's that blue. There's that green again.
Yellow. Hey.
Hey.
Looks a little more tie straightened.
You can't tell me that place doesn't look boring. There's nothing on the
That
walls.
place looks
There's
horrible. It's like, what matter of tissue is this in my pocket?
Not a care.
In this ugly, was it a maze? Going down deep into the labyrinth?
It does feel like a labyrinth. Like, oh, that's the first time I saw words.
Oh yeah, I wonder whose office that is.
How long is this hallway?
That's what I'm saying. It's a maze. He's getting his exercise for the day.
Is he getting happier?
Maybe that's his job. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. Maybe he's getting I can't tell. Green.
What's that say?
Macro data. Something. Look how old those monitors are.
Wow.
What
What is
the
this, like
heck?
the 80s?
Why does it look like they have like green grass on the ground instead of
That green symbolized something. That green and that blue.
yeah.
PD better not be out for the day because I'm about 0 seconds from wrapping the Tumwater file and he needs to process it.
I think he's out.
If he doesn't process today, they won't know until Tuesday of next week. It's typical Lumen bullshit.
Careful, guy.
Hi, kids. What's for dinner?
Hey!
I've seen him before somewhere.
Yeah! I always forget his name, but I like him.
She has to ask 3 times for you to let her.
Right. Yes.
Before you can let them leave out the room. I think.
Images good.
Oh, look.
Oh, we're back at the beginning. That's the lady that was knocked out.
Is that her? It looks like it.
Well, I'm assuming it's her.
Hello?
Who are you?
I want to know if it's the same lady. I see the blue.
Looks like the same position.
Who are you?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely her.
That is definitely her. You can't fake that red hair.
So they went back? It's your subconscious speaking. Uh-oh.
Oh, the door's just right there.
Open the door.
Mark,
I'd be just thrilled to chat once we've run the survey. Shall we begin with question 1?
I'm not taking your survey.
She's looking for any way to get out of that.
Can you blame her?
No. That would be so awkward.
Thank you for taking the welcome survey. I can sense that the questions made you feel afraid or disoriented. Well, the good news is you're at an orientation.
Dad jokes? Word? Dad jokes. She's like, word, you gonna give me dad jokes right now?
Let's chat about something I bet you have heard of, the work-life balance. To start, imagine yourself as a seesaw.
Oh!
Oh!
That locks from out there!
Let me out!
Ouch!
Can we just take a beat, please?
She's feisty. Maybe that's why they made her hair red, because she's fiery. She's a firecracker of that one.
Yo, she straight closed him out with that thing, whatever it was.
The speaker, right? Intercom speaker? To say it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Back to the maze of mystery. The halls of sterility.
I'd have been like, what in the world is this disorienting place with no signs, no this is the way out, no nothing?
It's orientation.
Then why the fuck can't I leave?
Well, you did leave just now. Out into the stairwell, at least. You left, but you came back.
I did not.
You did. Come on.
Come on.
I've wanted to pummel Mark myself, but I am his employer, and he is your department chief. So we'll both have to be strong.
She's looking at her.
Are you mad at me?
For the incompetence or the disobedience.
Well,
Yes!
Wow. Goodness, she's...
Hey, disc players, you don't see those anymore.
No, I remember.
You can
them.
have a seat.
And when they could come in and out on their own, I thought that was the high-tech stuff.
The magic. This old cathode ray tube TV on the old cart, like back in
go
school.
ahead and have a seat.
Movie day.
Oh, there she goes.
What on
She
earth?
looks like a totally different person, don't she?
No.
Like, no, I'm saying like her,
Oh, her
mannerisms.
mannerisms.
Yeah.
Nor retain work memories upon my ascent.
Huh.
I am aware that this alteration is comprehensive and irreversible.
What?
Irreversible?
Well, every time you find yourself here, it's because you chose to come back.
Huh.
Interesting, right?
Right? Huh.
That's how I don't...
That is interesting. That
Yeah.
statement. Every time you find yourself here, it's because you chose to come back.
Believing.
Hello.
Well, apparently, based off of what the little video said, she wouldn't remember.
So then why does it matter? I know, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm asking too many questions. Memories, glitter.
Remember when he was coming down, like the world kind of changed?
Yeah.
The camera did this
Yeah.
weird thing. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah. It's almost like a warping or something.
Dang.
So
See the dread on his face.
here, for your small head, let me give you this Pips Bar and Grill certificate.
Wound you didn't even know you got. That's gotta suck.
Oh,
Oh, there's your question. Two goldfish. Red, like the red pill and the blue pill? Like the Matrix? Ah.
Oh yeah, or split.
Yeah. Each fish had its own light too.
Split
That was
personality,
interesting.
split balance.
We're nearing the anniversary, so I just thought maybe you'd want to be around people.
Anniversary.
Nope.
He's like,
This is nice. When did you get it?
Oh, that explains probably why he was crying in the car.
Maybe anniversary of something.
Because World War II hadn't happened yet?
There we go.
That's absolutely.
She's like, that right there.
So true. This is why we bring this guy.
Mark's.
He's so bored. Oh, people got quiet. Huh.
But they know what that means, though.
That's
Is it
something,
taboo?
isn't it?
Well, then I don't know.
Yeah. It's also, I think, something that's his choice to tell people or not, right?
Ah, the way everybody responded to that though.
And I think she would have been too. I know she would have been.
Remember, she said, I think that's his decision to tell.
I just feel like forgetting about her for 8 hours a day isn't the same thing as healing.
Oh, he's grieving, so that
Somebody
might have.
passed. Okay, Rickon.
I think people really enjoyed you tonight, Mark.
Good.
All right, baby.
Unhand my toes, you brute. I remember in Silver Spoons, didn't Ricky have like a race car bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You just aged yourself, you know that,
Little
right?
bit, little bit. Just
I should have said, I don't know what you're talking about. What show is that?
I just saw something move.
No, I saw something move, but I didn't see what it was. Now, do you really go outside and look at? No, you don't
No.
go outside.
Never ever.
Oh my God, this isn't even.
Hey, what are you doing out there?
This isn't even his house.
Whoa.
What on earth?
The hell? Oh, hell no. Take your ass back in the house.
Wait, is this a murder? Is this like a horror show? Severance, like severing?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh.
There's a businessman in the yard last night.
A businessman?
Yeah.
Entry level or management?
Seriously.
There's seriously a man in my yard last night. Holy shit.
Gotta love a
He
sibling.
looked at me weird, like he knew me.
Oh, did the prowler invading my home make you feel seen?
So seen. Mom and Dad switching out my beds when we were kids.
You've been sitting on that
That was really good. That actually was really funny. I like their sarcastic banter. Look at those cookie cutter homes. Blue, yet again.
So
Yellow
color,
gloves.
you could tell that color's playing a really big part in all of this.
Blue, yellow gloves, see?
Are you following me?
Your voice is different here. Worse.
Okay, who the fuck are you?
Petey. My name's Petey. I'm from work.
Oh, that's the dude that they didn't tell him about.
Oh.
That just left?
His best friend, right?
You're my very good friend.
Ah.
Interesting character.
Right? I feel like I trust him already. I don't understand why.
Because it's
He's very Morpheus-like, right?
it's your best friend.
Well, I'll give him ample time tonight. Good night, Mrs. Sovic.
Mark,
Oh!
you're good people.
Wait a
That's his
the
boss.
lady, right?
Yeah.
What is she wearing?
I don't know, but
But he doesn't know who she. Wait, but she.
she's
Does
his
she
boss.
know him? Does she know him?
I'm not if she had the procedure
Well,
done.
we don't know if she had the procedure done.
Oh, well, the way she's looking creepily, maybe she didn't.
I think she knows who that is. Look at
Huh.
her face. Oh yeah, see, look, she knows.
Oh, she does know.
Oh.
Ben Stiller, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Huh.
Well.
That's creepy weird.
I'm like, well. Okay.
Where do we even start?
I
Okay.
know. Okay. Okay.
All right, so the pacing is pretty slow,
Yeah, so far.
Right.
First episode.
right? But it's giving you some really cool, like, visual kind of cues, right? Like I said in the beginning that
Yeah.
it was really barren and boring. It's not a lot.
Yes.
It's not a lot happening. Things are moving kind of like really slow.
Yes.
And then there's even a moment like when he gets off the elevator to get down into the basement, where he's walking to get to this office. It's boring and long. Like, how many turns is he gonna be going through and all? There's no writing on the wall. There's no nothing like. There's no color anywhere. Well, these bright colors except for specific places.
Yeah.
It's just, it was a very interesting way that it started.
Yeah, I think, like you said, I felt like every single decision has a meaning behind it. So I think the sterile white of the offices, I think, you know, only having letters on like one door over here and there, the big maze of it all, I feel like that is like some symbolic of certain things maybe in your work life or something like that. I think that the green part of the office carpet,
Yeah.
I think it maybe symbolizes like grass, like the outside.
It feels like grass,
Yeah,
right?
so there's something. So that part, I'm very curious and excited to see how it continues to play off of the colors and the symbolism behind the colors, and what we can kind of pick up based off of that.
Yeah, the colors are a really, really poignant thing on all of this. And you said something that's really interesting regarding the green. And it looks like green grass, as if it's like this is their earth in a sense. But the two big colors to me are red and blue. And it starts off with a woman in a blue dress with red hair being woken up in a boardroom. I think it had green. Yeah, the carpet was green.
The carpet was yellow and green. Remember, it was like, yeah,
and it looked like a padded room at first. At first we thought it was like maybe it's like an insane asylum or whatever it is, but it had like weird. But anyways, that's not what's important.
Yeah.
So we get a chance to see what the procedure happens to these people when they first sign up, and you see that she wasn't having none of it. And as the procedure's going on, and she's like kind of like losing her ish over it. Even the boss lady was like, we've never had somebody like assault somebody with company equipment, and when she's trying to get in the door, the other guy that's helping him out is like, so apparently she is definitely outside of the norm. And I think her having that red hair is a good key to symbolize what the color red means within the show.
I think part of it does, but then the other thing is like she reacted differently because it was his first day also. So I think that maybe, because remember he was introduced to all of this from Petey.
Right,
so
that's
Petey
true.
had experience, this is what I'm assuming, he had experience, so he knew how to approach the questions and the survey and, maybe how to kind of like calm the person down a little faster or something, but he had experience, so he kind of knew how to do that, whereas it was this guy's first day and she was like, yo, this ain't happening to me.
Right. But you know what? He did something that's pretty interesting too, and that is that he broke protocol and had a human moment.
Yeah.
He was like, let me put the book away. He was like, look, this happened to me. I asked 19 times to my homeboy Petey. He had a really good human moment that she responded to. And it calmed her down actually. And then he like snapped out of it and then went straight to the book. And then that's when she got mad and started tugging away, and then the whole thing kind of happened. So, and even his boss had mentioned to the fact, like, he disobeyed, he didn't do protocol or whatever it is. So it's almost like there was a glitch in a sense, or like he's acting abnormal to what he should be doing. Like they had that moment with that lady.
Well, it should be by the book.
Right.
Because that's why you have the book. You follow the protocols, you read, you read what's on there, and if something happens and this is what you do, it's just like work protocol.
Right.
So I do understand all of that. And the thing that broke it for me was the fact that he was like, hey, say it another time.
Right.
Because he knew at that point you could leave.
Right.
Which is interesting because she couldn't leave. So it's interesting. Well, she did leave, but she came back.
Yeah.
So...
That was weird when she was walking out the door.
Yeah.
And then coming back and stuff.
But I think that was her, however they split the memories or the, I think that the work, like that's all she knew or something at that point because she hadn't gone back down the elevator or something.
Right, I'm sure they're like protecting their asset. Maybe the chip goes off or something to keep them from leaving.
Yeah. One other thing about the green grass before you move on, when they, how we were saying that you were saying it seems like the earth or to me maybe it's like the grass is greener on the other side.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so
I feel that.
Yeah,
okay.
so that's my interpretation of the grass.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, to me, it also seems like maybe red is your reality as well when we're talking to the colors, because he wears red. He had his red sweater. He seems to be. We saw the two fish in the tank. Two fishes.
Two fishes.
You know what I mean?
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
There we go.
Hey,
and
okay.
bang.
Hey,
there we
that's
go.
what you did. Okay.
So, but there's other people that was around him that was important that was wearing blue, and blue to me is kind of symbolizing maybe this is. You're like in the machine, per se, because his home is blue.
Okay.
His sister, I'm assuming is his sister?
I think it's his sister.
Okay.
I think so.
She's wearing blue, which is an interesting color for her. But for the simple fact that Helly had on the blue dress, but the red hair is such a contrast. It's
well,
such
because
a big
she's
contrast.
just learning that she had this procedure done. So I think, her head is still thinking she's in reality because she's like, I don't know what's going on, but then her body, you know what I mean?
Right.
So her body, well, whatever, her head is transitioning, whatever. So I think that was the contrast that they had there, was the red and the blue.
So there was an interesting meet and greet with some friends. They had a dinner party without the dinner. And you're getting a chance to see like some of the people within the community, and I guess they would be considered to be like free thinkers per se. You know, they're having learned conversation, and we get a chance to see that there is a controversy behind the procedure of severance that allows a worker to only work in this space, forget about the world that he left behind, and then when that worker leaves that space, they forget about the work that they're doing. It seems kind of simple on the outside, but that dinner party expressed some downfalls of the procedure. Okay. How did you feel about their explanation and it being maybe seemingly wrong in some people's eyes?
Well, because they had said something about goes against the councilman or something. I don't know. They alluded to some sort of politician or something related to it, and their take on it, and that it's not necessarily the best idea, right?
Right.
I don't know. The dinner party was interesting because, of course, they're going to have the conversation about it. So obviously we know that it's not something that everybody believes in. Everybody does. Everybody has their opinions about it.
Right.
They want to be politically correct with him.
Right.
They're like, oh well, no, we agree with Mark
respect
too.
your choice.
We respect Mark as well.
Yeah.
But loved and talking about the colors. You notice that the dinner mats, placemats were red. Bright red. So it's like, oh, this is some straight reality punching you in the face right here, because these people are like, nah, dude, what are you doing? Why did you do this? Interesting that those were friends of his sister and her sister's husband.
Well, I think more friends of his brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Who we
his
think
sister's
maybe.
husband.
Yeah,
sister's bit, yeah. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, so, I wonder what he does, because they were like, and we found out that Mark used to be a history teacher.
Yes, a history teacher at
history
that.
teacher.
Something where the past is really important.
Yeah.
I thought there was a really cool moment that one of the people within the dinner party who presents himself to be educated in higher learning, a scholar, said something that was absolutely and completely stupid. I thought that was interesting because he's like, well, we've heard he had this long drawn out thing, an explanation regarding World War I being called the Great War and not being called anything else. And it was a really dumb statement. Well, of course it wouldn't be called anything else because you didn't know about the previous wars, and it kind of like undermined this
future wars.
Well, right. It kind of undermined this arrogance that's kind of like at the table. It's like, nah, you're an idiot, just like some of the other people that you may be looking down on. It felt like they were kind of like looking down on him for making this choice. We don't know if this choice is a good choice or a bad choice. We just kind of got started. But we do know that it is highly controversial.
Well, and we know that he did it for a certain reason. We're thinking that, she had mentioned it's the anniversary.
Right.
And she had mentioned that, you doing this doesn't equate to dealing with your emotions, make me going back to therapy. So we don't know his reasoning behind it. And it may not just be because he wants to separate work life from home life. You know what I mean?
Right.
It may be a way that he feels like he can function in life now.
Yeah. Well, the opening scene is him crying in the car, right? And he's like having this breakdown before he goes to work. And there was another interesting moment when one of the co-workers said, one thing that is for certain, if you are back here, it's because you chose to come back here.
Mark said that,
Yeah, Mark, actually, it was actually him that said that. And I thought that was like really poignant. And then, there's also this thing like I don't know, if most of us have had a 9-to-5 job that you haven't liked. But if you've lived a life, you've probably had a job that you didn't like, and you kind of like check out, and it just destroys and kills all of your time, and you'd rather be doing something else. So it does pose the interesting question: if I'm already wasting my time doing something that I don't want to do, can I check out? And then like when the work is done, I can go and be happily me or whatever it is. So it makes me kind of like pose the question: if you were working a job that you did not like, would you consider something like that, like a type of severance, in order for you to get through your day?
No, because the thing for me is I don't want to forget the things that bring me joy outside of work. You know what I mean? Like she was like, "Do I have a family?" It was like, you don't know, or you'll never know, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
But I want to remember you and our child and my mom, and you know what I mean.
Right.
Like the things that bring me joy to
Right.
get through the day. And the thing that I'm worried about with them is that they really want them to forget what goes on at the job.
Yeah,
It's
like,
not
what are they
so much
doing?
about it's not so much about they care about you forgetting your woes on the other side of the world. It's
Yeah.
like right here in our like that coding stuff,
Yeah,
whatever they were doing.
that random stuff.
Yeah, I was like, but would you though? Would
No.
you wanna?
No. Well, because it's bad enough that you lose a big chunk of your life, a third of your life sleeping. You know, it's 8 hours that you're just not going to have any recollection for. And then you're going to sacrifice another 8 hours. So you only have like a third of your waking life. That seems like such a horrible idea.
Yeah.
You know, there was something else that they hinted to that we'll probably see in the future. And that is, as far as we know, this world only contains like the 5 or the 6 of them that's in this basement.
In the basement, the
Right.
severance department or whatever.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's the 3 people that's in the severance department, and there are 2. There are 2 supervisors, and they're getting their 4th. Okay, but we saw as they were walking through that they were saying that this is going to be the area where we're going to be expanding, and it was a really big area with purple, which is a different, whole brand new color scheme that we hadn't really seen. All right, so the other last and final question I think we're probably going to talk about is the fact that Petey pops up. You know, Petey pops up.
Say it up 5 times fast.
Petey pops up and is like, "Hey, you know, you're my best friend," and the way that he interacted with him, it felt that way.
Yeah,
like
they
felt like they
camaraderie.
knew each other, and the jokes that they had and all the other stuff. And poor Mark was just clueless. He was like, you know, who are you?
Yeah.
And he sends him this letter, this card explaining things, and gives him like, you know,
An address. Yeah.
Right. It's kind of like Alice about to fall down into the looking hole or the rabbit hole. The rabbit hole. Yeah, just like, you know, he felt very Morpheus to me.
Yeah, it was like you can either choose to find out or not. Here's the options. So now we have the option.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really large Matrix undertones in this. Including in the very end when we get the big reveal that Miss Selvig, who has been abusing her spot with the recycling bin, we finally get a chance to see her, and I'm sitting here thinking it's gonna be like this little old lady. And it is a little old lady, but it's the little old lady that really runs the underground per se. You know, it's like she's like Agent Smith, and she kind of comes off as like Agent Smith from the Matrix.
And she apparently has his phone number. They call each other. She calls and checks on where are you, or you're at Pips, so she knows. That
She did ask if he was at. Oh,
so
that's right.
She knows he has the card. Well, she said, "Where are you?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm at Pips." So she knows about the card. She's probably trying to see if he's, you know, like I feel like he's a puppet.
Right.
So she wants to make sure that, you know, and I think they're trying to find Petey.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they're
That's
thinking
what
that,
it is.
remember he said they're after me. So it's like this whole thing that I'm curious to see. And I want to see what happens when he goes to this address. If he goes to the address. I'm assuming he will, because otherwise, why would you present it?
Yeah. Oh, wow. All right, well, this is a good place to actually kind of like pause before we get over into episode 2. Of course, let us know what you think in the comments. Please no spoilers if you can, because we do read some of the comics, and we like surprises, so please don't spoil it for us. Hey, this is your boy Syntell with the Intel. I'm here with the beautiful Michael Clare.
This was a good one.
It was. I like the way it's starting off. I like the intrigue. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Hey, you know, make sure we gotta massage those algorithms. Give us a thumbs up, and you haven't subscribed. What are you doing? Hit that subscription button, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right.